And it says Atlantic City casinos offering to help reinvent a cleaner, safer city to compete with New York casinos. Three of them coming to New York City. Most people believe that once that really kicks in, that North Jersey casinos will be discussed again, probably maybe right there at the Meadowlands. And it talks about how the Casino Association, they're like pleading to clean some of this stuff up. But for some reason, our good friend, Mayor Marty Small, my homeboy, he thinks everything is fine and dandy. So the group, Casino Association of New Jersey, they issued this missive. It says, listen, these are 4 areas that Atlantic City needs to improve to make the resort more attractive to visitors who soon will have more options closer to their homes. These areas include, let me just highlight that, strictly enforce building codes, take action on blighted and abandoned properties, Marty, accelerate redevelopment projects that bring new investment and energy to the city. Protect entertainment districts and the boardwalk by cracking down on nuisance crime so that visitors feel safe and welcome every day of the year. Isn't it kind of weird? You have needle exchanges and other types of social services. Those people need help. But to place those social services and needle exchanges in the middle of the tourism district is insanity. Illegal drug sales, marijuana sales, they're not cracking down on it, even though they have cameras all over the place. Okay, the next bullet point, make meaningful improvements on infrastructure from transportation access, utilities, improve roads, synchronizing traffic lights, repair and add street lights. Ensure Atlantic City can compete with any market in the region. For 10, 15 years at least, they've been yapping about the lights. I don't know who's in charge of the lights. They can't figure it out. And the streets, they can't pave them. Although when Marty got some money to pave the streets, what he should have done is spent those millions on the main drag where tourists come in. But he didn't do that. He paved the roads of his voter base. He doesn't care about tourists, 4th, 5th, or 6th ward, because he doesn't get a lot of votes from there. I'm telling you, Marty is the problem. And until the rest of the world, especially the media, start being honest about it, they are kissing his ass top to bottom ever since he got acquitted. Yeah, Marty doesn't want to hire more cops, but he's spending millions. And the 4th one, beautify the streetscapes, enhance public spaces, create a kind of a clean, vibrant, walkable environment that turns one-time visitors into loyal repeat guests. But Sherry Lilienfeld, you're going to be commenting on this momentarily. Mayor Marty Small Sr., Mayor Marty Small, did not respond to a message seeking comment, but he has repeatedly said in speeches that Atlantic City already is clean and safe. He's gaslighting people. People are afraid to push back on him. And the press of Atlantic City and local radio hosts in the morning will just say how awesome Marty is. But Marty is the problem that Atlantic City has right now. Why young families are not pouring into Atlantic City. Can they trust their kids going to a school overseen by Laquetta Small or Constance Days Chapman, who's the daughter of the Atlantic County Commissioner, Reverend Colin Days? If he's a reverend, that means that he never does anything wrong. The moment you become a reverend, I had 12 years of Catholic school, so I can't do any wrong. And I'm thinking about becoming a bishop very soon. But for some reason, Marty Small and his banging gang of numbskulls.
Banging gang of numbskulls. Where do you come up with this?
Listen, Marty Small is the problem. You can't have Marty Small, the face of Atlantic City. Remember, twice acquitted for voter fraud and then once for child abuse. But he'll always say, I got off. I got off. Jeez. There are certain morning shows, radio morning shows, that totally flipped. 2 years of beating up on Marty, truthfully, and then all of a sudden, Marty can do no wrong.
Why do you think that is? And for why you brought it up is until people feel safe coming here, enjoy coming here, you're not going to diversify the tourism because people feel unsafe. Drug deals, needle exchanges on the boardwalk, people sleeping under the boardwalk. You're just not going to feel safe. It's really sad. Like take Las Vegas versus Atlantic City. Now, getting back to the Bader Field thing, Las Vegas did something briefly really great for their tourism. It's the Sphere. The Sphere is phenomenal. People fly there just to see certain shows. It's great for the area. Honestly, you want to do something with Bader Field? Put a Sphere there. Okay.
Wait, Sherry, what about this is prime retail property in the middle of the tourism district. Clean and safe, right?
I would not feel comfortable there, and I definitely wouldn't take my kids there.
But sure, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
This is where they keep a supply of Narcan. Did you know that?
Well, there would be no reason why I would know that, but no, wow, look at that.
There's boxes of Narcan waiting for somebody that, maybe somebody just OD'd Marty Small.
How convenient. I used to have a client who bought a lot of rooming houses in Atlantic City. So I spent a lot of time in Atlantic City showing properties during the day. I was pretty comfortable showing. But now when I'm in Atlantic City, even during daytime, just driving my car, I don't know why, but I feel very uncomfortable. And it's because of the amount of people sleeping on the street. I mean, just in open daylight there, and I'm just not comfortable. And talk about the roads. Anyone who's been down Atlantic Avenue recently, it is a disaster. They were going to redo the road.
Listen, I know the roads are bad, but I didn't know they were this bad. In the middle of town where everybody drives. This is what visitors see.
It's horrible, terrible for your car. Up, up, up.
Look at that mess. We're near the hospital. We're near the walk, Tanger outlets, whatever you want to call it. It's a mess. You can't believe the streets are that bad. Potty Marty doesn't get votes from these areas. So he doesn't give two squats. Take a look at that street. This is where the BLM riots happened a few years ago. That's an awful lot of fun. Thank you to Kaleem Shabazz for supporting the George Floyd riots. But look at those streets, Cher. This video is only a few weeks old.
I drive down Atlantic Avenue often. I go into Atlantic City for shows and dinner and stuff. I still do that. I feel like I'm going to hit a pothole and get a flat in the middle of Atlantic Avenue.
Atlantic City really has so much upside. Atlantic City, pound for pound, has more waterfront developable land than anywhere else along the eastern seaboard. And we're not taking advantage of it. Let me say that again. Atlantic City has more developable waterfront land than anywhere on the eastern seaboard. And we're dropping the ball, and we're about to have 3 more casinos competing with us out of New York City. I mean, we blew a 40-year lead having a monopoly on this stuff because everyone was getting their hand in the cookie jar.
You could see the road here, how messed up it is.
There's my favorite store of all time, Bass Pro Shop. But look at those streets. If I'm not mistaken, Cher, when I read that Press of Atlantic City article, Marty said, clean and safe, baby. Well, I don't know what Atlantic City he's talking about.